Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anyhow, Anyway by Summer England. I'm your podcast host, Summer England. Everybody pause, because it's the day before Halloween when this is posting, okay? Ready? So, la, 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 la. This is Halloween, it is Halloween, king. Please let me into a one-woman show of just that song of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Will you please? Will you please? It's the only Christmas movie I like. It's like that and When Harry Met Sally and Serendipity and the first Harry Potter by She Who Must Not Be Named. Okay, those are all canonically Christmas movies. If I'm being totally honest with you all, this is my favorite time of year. The October theory has hit me, and the girlies who know what happens in October. And the last few days have been really bad. They have been disgusting. They have been devastating. And that is what it is. And I'm going to figure it out. However, I haven't spiraled like that in who knows how long. I mean, it's been at least 4 years since I have spiraled to that level over that long of a period of time. I woke up today and I thought to myself, I think I have like emotional pneumonia because my bones were achy, my throat was scratchy, I've cried so much, my eyes are rimmed and red, I'm looking puny, I've not had that much of an appetite, I've just been living on gluten-free, soy-free tuna sandwiches is what I can stomach. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? However, this is a bookish podcast. We talk about all things cozy. We talk about all things chaos. And sometimes life is everything all at once. So I came off of those really intense days for personal reasons I won't be sharing. And I came home to a box on my porch. And this box, well, it made me think something might be in there that I wrote. I might be getting a galley of something in there that I wrote. And I need to prepare myself because yesterday was sort of the height of everything. Yesterday was really, really, really bad. Okay. And I was like, is the universe, because the universe, here's what she loves to do to me is she loves to show me the extremities, because at the time of the deepest amount of internal sorrow I have ever gone through is when I've had the most amount of career success. And when I'm like mid-level career success or like, oh, I don't have a contract this season, I'm figuring out more things about love, more things about it. It's constantly in extremes. Last year I had a really cozy birthday and my house flooded. My house flooded that I loved. And then we had to move out because we found out there was mold growing everywhere in there and we were renting it. And it was going to take like 2 months or something to redo the entirety of the foundation of the house. And we couldn't live in a mold house. We were all getting sick. Moved everything over a weekend. I was extremely ill. It was wild, but my book was like getting sold at auction. It was a wild time. And so my life loves to just repeat patterns. My favorite thing in the world to do is repeat patterns, repeat cycles. Some of them bad, some of them hopefully will keep going. And this weekend was no different because man, howdy damn. Terrible 6 days. And then I got a book box and I opened it up. I wasn't really sure what it was. I just had an inkling. Thank God I had my camera on because I was like, I mean, this is going to be really cringe for me to look back on of me just like opening a random box and it ended up being something I ordered that I completely forgot about that was on backlog forever. However, I started filming it because I wondered. I opened it up and it was my book. It was my book, and there's a part of me that wishes that it came at a time where I was feeling better and feeling myself and not feeling like out of body dissociative horror. But it came on the day when I needed it the most, and writing that book came at a time in my life when I needed it the most. And it just was really beautiful. And my son was there to share it with me, and I got to read him his part in the acknowledgments. And it was just so amazing that my book is getting published with Hachette. I am on the Forever imprint. Some of my favorite romance novels are on that imprint. Some of my favorite romanticities. And Hotterscape imprint, the bookish girlies who know, that's where my book is. That's where my debut novel is, and the cover is gorgeous. And I am so endlessly grateful. And it came at a time where I just came out of truly one of the worst spirals I've had in a really, really long time. And it has me thinking that this episode, I need to spend it with happy spirals, okay? Because I know that on my resume, my acting resume, because I'm an equity actor, shameless plug, hire me so I can get Health Week. Just kidding. I stay happily employed at my local Shakespeare Center. Anyway, I'm losing the thought. I can put on my resume professional spiraler. You give me a few seconds to myself and I can what if myself into oblivion. What if I'm not a good mom? What if this debut novel is the only thing I ever write and I'll never write anything good again, and this is the last thing I'll ever do that's worth anything? What if this production is really bad that I'm in? What if I let everybody down? What if secretly all of this stuff that I'm doing to make sure that everybody's okay, none of it matters, and no, I can't have any effect on making people's lives a little bit better, and blah 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 blah. I'm low-key a pro at that, okay? But I think that the same thing can be issued to happy spiraling. You know what I mean? Because I think right now, right here with you all, we can bookishly, chaotically, writingly, happy spiral together and just think about some good things after days and days of bad things. Also, it's Halloween. Okay, now let's get down to business. Would I fuck the Oogie Boogie man? Yeah, absolutely I would. That man is thick. That man is competent. That man can sing. That man has rhythm. Yeah, I would. Would I let Jack Skellington get his bony little fingers all over me? Yeah, I would. Would I let Sally, whose limbs fall off all over me? Yeah, I would. Nightmare Before Christmas is so hot. All right? It's the hottest. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I need to tell you right here and right now that if you see Nightmare Before Christmas inspired smutty novellas next year under a pen name that is like Autumn Ireland, you heard it here first. Okay? Let's be really for real. You heard it here first. Now that we're on fucking cartoon characters, this is my smutty happy spiral. Baloo from Jungle Book, shut up. Guys, stop. Are we actually kidding? I want the bare necessities. Okay, I'll give you the bare necessities. Hell, come on. Everybody from Robin Hood, every single person who's ever existed in Disney's Robin Hood. I'm honestly looking up the cast right now just to make sure I'm getting everybody's names right. Okay, I need the actual pictures. I do not need, under any circumstances, the list of the humans who voice them. But what we do need to know, Robin Hood is, yeah. Guys, are we kidding? I think it's Richard the Lionhearted who actually is my guy. Let me make sure that I'm being correct about that. Whoever is the happy one. Why is he so cute? King Richard. Stop. I'm fucking King Richard. Stop. I'm fucking the Oogie Boogie Man. I'm fucking Baloo from the Jungle Book, and I'm fucking King Richard. Okay? I think those are my big three. I'm looking at Baloo the Bear right now. For my listeners, you can't see this because there's no YouTube attached to this. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Baloo looks like he's having the time of his life. Baloo's a big fun guy. He's filling up the room with his joviality. Stop. I want a comfortable place to land, and Baloo is there. Baloo is there, okay? Hell, the snake, that's slippery, sleazy little snake from Jungle Book, stop. Yeah, sign me up, okay? We're starting the happy spiral correctly with what, I guess, cartoon characters would you fuck? And those are my guys. But some people are always grossed out when I say the Oogie Boogie Man. Shut up. Okay. We're in a club. Why I'm there, I don't know. It's one of those lo-fi clubs. Okay, it's for autistic people. And we go in, and it's a Halloween party, okay? I'm there. I have no idea. You know what? I'm Fleabag, all right? From season 2, I'm wearing that little slutty little jumper, okay? When the one in the season 2 when she opens it and she's like, this is a love story. That one, okay? And you're telling me Baloo walks in. You don't know that there's not a human under there. Baloo walks in, burlap, one, okay? Classy 2008. Classy 2008. What do you want me to say? Okay? Stitching, good. Vibes fills up the room. okay, this club just got interesting. Okay, because this huge personality just walked in. Okay, yeah, sure. His appendages taper off. I can deal with that. All right, I'm Fleabag, motherfucker. I'm looking to the camera. Okay, he walks in. You're telling me you're not going to be like a little bit interested in the Oogie Boogie Man? He starts singing. Imagine this. There's a Bette Midler impersonator. Bette Midler? I said Midler. Bette Midler impersonator. She's up there and she's going, I put a spell on you and now you're mine. Just like that. Okay? He says, move, move, move. He starts singing the Oogie Boogie Man song. You're telling me you're not, what? Stop. Yes, you are. Stop it. You guys are all freaks and perverts. If you listen to this podcast, the one thing I know about you is you're cozy. I want to know you. I want to be your friend. You like Lord of the Rings. Okay? You probably are neurodivergent. You may or may not have a crush on me and you're trying to listen to this to get to know me better. I only know this because so many of you DM me that is the truth. I'm not saying that I'm lovable like that. I'm just saying some of y'all be listening because you're hot. You're hot for the autistic over here, and that's fine. Okay? But I would say the common denominator. Well, also, let me just backtrack. You also might be the parents of one of the people I've had on the podcast, and so you listen to those conversations. But I would say the common denominator across the board is that you're freaks and perverts. You are for smut, okay? Consensual freaks and perverts, okay? I think that is something that we can totally all agree on, all right? We like a little smut. We like a little chaos. We are gremlin goblins on the inside. We want to be loved. We don't know how. We don't know how to be loved, but we want to be. That would be nice, okay? That's us. So that Oogie Boogie Man walks up on stage, okay? You can't even hear his footfalls. Burlap, okay? Burlap. We have a Marley stage. It's burlap. He goes up there, he starts singing, he fills up the room. The LED lights are all flashing, but the spotlight is on him. He points to you. Guys, get over it. Yeah, he's got some grubs in his teeth. Whatever, reduce, reuse, recycle. You're telling me that he sings that song, and if he came down off that stage, and he came up to you, and you said, would you like to dance? You're not going to dance with the Oogie Boogie Man? You're not going to go home to his lair? You're not going to go home to his hovels? Yes, you are. You are if I don't get there first. I mean, and it's the only time I may ever try to employ Riz. Never once have I ever, in my life, thought to myself, I'm going to go flirt with that person and then have done it sexily. I usually am like, we're joking back and forth. We're having a great time backstage, or we're like trading bits back and forth. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I fell in love. Damn it. I had no idea I was doing that. Well, it's so funny that I find myself here. And meanwhile, they're like, you were putting off such insane vibes. Like, I really thought that you wanted to bang me immediately. This isn't even just guys. This is everybody. I'm accidentally flirting all the time. And I'm sorry, but I think that night when I meet the Oogie Boogie Man, I'm thinking to myself, no, tonight is the night. Tonight is the night where I'm going to try. And if I can do that when I'm not trying, what happens when I do try? Probably horror, probably abject horror. Probably the Oogie Boogie Man is going to face what is going to be his horror house, which is meeting this autistic girl who's dressed up like Fleabag, who's constantly looking to the camera like, huh, did you guys get that? Huh? Aw. And then he's going to walk out and I'm going to scare him. So, but I'm just saying, maybe I don't need everybody to want to fuck him, but I do want you to understand why I want to. I want to be understood. Damn it. That's what I would like. Can a girl ask for that? Now, into the happy spiral. First off, sentient object romance, sentient object smut, it makes me happy. It fills me with joy. I really like it. I really love when it's holiday themed. I read the most wretched one about Santa and his sentient sleigh, Sentient Claus, I believe it's called, by the same author who did Halloween, Holly Wild. That shit makes me happy. I will say, Sentient Claus, not a cozy story. Halloween, honestly cozy. Honestly, could be a cartoon. Not for adults, but it's totally cozy. Yeah, this girl says, I see you pee, in a bathroom a la Bloody Mary a bunch of times to like go to this other portal, and she meets 3 sentient jack-o'-lantern buff dudes whose quam tastes like whipped cream and pumpkin pie. That's cozy to me. That makes me happy. Brings me joy. I think it's sweet. Canonically it is what we hear, we say. You know, I love maple, I love pumpkin. You can't take that away from me. Guys, surprise, surprise, I'm white. I'm a white blonde woman who loves pumpkin spice. I don't know what you want me to say. Pumpkin spice season, I'm like, ooh, I'm here. This is why I'm here. Is to care about this right now, unnecessarily. And everybody in the world's looking on like, oh, geez. And I'm like, you're right. I know that I might be wrong for how much I love this, but I do. And I use it all year round. Okay? So I would say one of the big things that bring me happiness, sentient object smut. Okay? Absolutely it does. Anything in romanticize, anything cozy fantasy. I also love a quiet fiction. I love some quiet fiction. I love the Little Paris bookshop because it's a quiet little book and it's beautiful and I love the writing. All right? I actually don't read a lot of the genre. I've written a debut. Have I worked on and twiddled about and have 60 to 75,000 words on multiple different books, 100%, but my debut's just cozy romantasy. I'm acting like, I have written in so many different genres, but my favorite is the one I actually haven't written it, which is quiet fiction. Shut the fuck up, Summer, okay? You're supposed to be happy spiraling, not happy patting yourself on the back. Okay, so I love that. I love a little quiet fiction. I love anything that Nina George has ever written in her life, okay? I would read what she wrote on the back of the napkin. I would love to know what she gets at the grocery store. I sound like a stalker, but I'm not. I really am not. All right? I just purchased my first actual couch full price. Well, it's from Costco, so it definitely is not like a $4,000 couch. Okay? I've never had a fuck-ass couch. I've only ever had dainty little couches that I've gotten from the side of the road or a thrift store or Facebook Marketplace. But I was like, no, I want to celebrate my book. I want to have something cozy. I got a fuck-ass sectional, okay, with an ottoman, baby. This thing is cozy. I laid down on it. I took a nap. I took a night nap. All right, I fell asleep at 8:45 p.m., woke up at 9:30, got ready for bed, went back to sleep, okay? That has brought me a significant amount of joy and happiness, okay? I love it, and I cannot wait to post up in TJ Maxx and get the world's biggest, most unnecessary pillows because I am sick of I have lived in little apartments with me and my kiddo, and like at the end of the day, we're both willowy. We're both just scrawny little kings and queens. And so all of my furniture's like fucking doll sized. And then my friends come over and it's like, oh shit. I have like tiny Tim stools everywhere. God damn it. So I have this fuck ass couch and I love her so much. She's not exactly pretty, but she's huge and amazing. I love her. If she were a human, I would think to myself, hey, would you like to date? Would you like to be my mommy? Okay. You know, because I'm normal. I'm adjusted. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. It really is. Also, another thing that makes me happy is friendship. Everybody shut up. That's really embarrassing for me to have said. It's very cringe. Oh, friends. I struggled making friends, I would say, for the first 25 years of my life because there was a lot that I didn't know about myself. Also, grew up in high control religion, so all of those relationships that were made and fostered during that time kind of fell apart as soon as I left that religion because everything about that religion is so deeply enmeshed that if you leave, you sort of threaten their identity by having a different spiritual belief than them, and you can't really like bond over anything because your lives are fundamentally different and they're not being normal about it. And so lost all of those friendships, but it was always hard for me to connect in with people because I crave intimacy so deeply, but it is the thing that makes me want to run away. And until I found out that I was autistic and fearful avoidant and had to unpack, CPT. I can't even say my mental health diagnoses. What the hell am I good for? Did you guys like that? Actually, one thing that makes me really happy is singing, okay? I'm not going to do that right now. But one song I've been obsessed with singing is Vanilla Ice Cream. Ice cream, he brought me ice cream, vanilla ice cream, imagine that. Hire me, Broadway. Do you need somebody for Funny Girl? Okay, I'm done. Friendship. We're back on it. I had a hard time making and keeping friends because anytime that there would be a moment of vulnerability or intimacy, I would sort of haul myself away. And this has happened in romantic relationships as well, where as soon as I get really close to somebody, I would just run away bride. And in my early 20s, it was like, oh my God, she's so chaotic. You can't ever get close to her. She's like an island. That's no way to live a life. That's no way to have relationships. And it actually wasn't until over the summer or earlier this year, that I found out that along with autism, I have fearful avoidance. That's like dismissive avoidant, but you have both spectrums where you're like dismissive. It's like in disorganized attachment. You're dismissive, but then you're anxiously attached, and it's just a nightmare. And so that has come out in friendships a lot, where I feel really sufficient alone. I am at my happiest alone, I think. When I'm in my own oyster, I can just think and feel and breathe, and not always, like when I'm around other people, that shuts down and I feel like I can show up very inauthentically. However, with the friendships that I have made in the latter half of my 20s, that is not really a component that I've experienced, because I understand more about myself now and they understand more about me. And so there is just like this really genuine give and take. Oh, it's really beautiful. And it sucks that I lived so much of my life not knowing so much about myself and all of that. I can't put that on me, but it's really nice because I hope that I always stay curiously amazed by human connection, because it's all that I want and all that I run from. And having friends who see that, who've seen me do that, and then are there and, have really helped me and picked me up through, especially these last few days. Honestly, if I didn't have my friends over the last few days, my girls, I actually don't know where I would be. And that, I think, is really special, because everybody needs somebody. And it is amazing to be at a spot in my life where I do need people, and they're there. And they're not my parents. They're not the people who come before. They're not any of that. They're just good. And I'm looking at this little crocheted rose chain that is hanging in my office right now. It's making me think of my friend, because she just is one of those people that can just pick up whatever and be really good at it. And she's made this little crochet rose situation, and I'm looking at it and it's bringing me comfort. And that's what happy spiraling is for. Other things that bring me comfort: Great British Bake Off. Excuse me, I love that show so much. I can't wait tonight to cuddle up on my couch and watch Great British Bake Off. I cannot wait for it. Another thing, hot showers. Stop. A hot, long shower, and you get out, but your bathroom is clean. Your bathroom is sparkling clean. All your little girly stuff is everywhere. Okay, yes. Also, update on the Whimsy house. I painted it. I painted the living room. So it was this like disgusting antique taupe. I mixed the color. I did it. All right. And for a second it was fine, but it just wasn't fine. It just wasn't giving anything. And I painted it Secret Garden Green by my lover and husband, Sherwin Williams. And I love it. I love it. I need to get some more accent lighting. I need to put some art up on the walls and get some like brightness in there, because it is definitely cozy, dark, and I want to repaint the hallway cottage plaster, I believe the color is called, also by my lover and my husband, Sherwin Williams. And I think that's going to add a lot of brightness to the hallway. And then you can kind of branch off into like my olive green office, and then the secret garden green living room, and then the butter yellow kitchen. And then I'll figure out what to do with the laundry room and the bathroom in the back, both of which I want to do something kind of whimsical with. I think especially the laundry room, what I'm going to do is carry the cottage plaster, because it's at the end of the hallway and it's kind of out to the back. It's hard to explain. Anyhow, you look down the hallway when you first enter my house and you see the laundry room. So I feel like either I'm going to close that off, which I don't really want to do. I think I want to paint it cottage plaster and then draw my squiggly lines on that, because it's an enclosed, it's like less of a space and I can do the lines everywhere. Because one of the reasons why I had an accent wall up in my bedroom with squiggly lines, but I don't like accent walls. I know some people make them work. I don't like them. And especially when it's something like squiggles, I'm thinking to myself, I just need to do the whole thing. And doing that in my bedroom would have been insane, which is where I had the original squiggly lines, the hand-painted ones. But I think in the laundry room, it could be really cute. And I just have an idea. I just think it would be so sweet and fun. And I'll get some little valence curtains. I'm just so excited to make it girly and unnecessarily frilly. It'll be great. I don't know if you guys believe me, but it's going to be a good time. Okay? Other things that I'm happy spiraling about is that it's space heater season, baby. I got a space heater from Costco, okay? The one that you can turn on the light and it's like a fake fire. I don't know why I'm slipping into my southern accent, but I am. It's a fake fire, and it just is so cozy. When I bring that up from my godforsaken basement, which I need to start going into and turning on the dehumidifier and dumping that out, but I just don't want to because there are bugs down there. That's not for me. Basements aren't for humans. No, they're not. I don't have stuff down there. I don't need to have stuff down there, okay? Whatever's down there can just stay down there. So that is on that, okay? Also, I love being surrounded by my own watercolors. I love being surrounded by my little books. I love adding a little book to my collection of little books. So honestly, this happy spiraling has actually been helping. I know that it is completely something that is so on me, and like none of this is necessarily helpful. I would encourage you, however, to, if you have gone through days of absolute devastating hell, then what might help is just amping yourself back up, pumping up your own tires, okay? Pump up that ego, all right? I went to the gym tonight. I lifted, okay? I did. I learned what to do when I'm on a bench press, all right? But I went to the machines instead. I did the Stairmaster. You know what I've been doing? Oh my gosh. You know what I really love to do now? Because I like the Stairmaster, all right? I do. However, if I am just listening to music, all I'm thinking about is, oh my God, okay, I need to play 4 more songs until my 20 minutes are done, and it really starts hurting my feelings because the Stairmaster is just so hard. And I've been scrolling my TikTok instead because I don't like being on my phone that much. So it feels like a little reward because I'll get on my phone and I'll scroll while I'm on the Stairmaster on like level 8. Baby, I'm already 15 minutes in. I've blown through floors. Damn it. I'm like on the Nesta challenge when she did 10,000 steps. So I think she was going down, not up, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that's how I'm feeling about that. And I've been scrolling on TikTok and I'm watching my little food videos. I love like little cooking videos and such. And I think it's because I have so many food allergies. I like live vicariously through, here's what I eat in a day when I'm traveling, and here's what I eat in a day as a bookish girl, or here's what I eat in a day as a vegan on a low budget. That's my kibble. That's my kush. Sign me up. And then I'll scroll and they're like, life is a fearful avoidant as hell, and dating you is the worst thing ever. Oh, scroll. Cooking video. Thank God. Scroll. Brittany Broski doing something on the Broski Report that's wild. I love her. Nobody can make me hate her. I love her. She keeps me company. I love listening to her podcast. She has such a comforting presence in all of the vibes. Okay? Anyway, I think that I feel okay now. I think I feel okay enough to be able to say that I've happy spiraled a little bit of this day. And I think that that's a good thing. And I hope that this has been listenable even a little bit. All right? Now, update in children's literature. Okay? We have a Halloween book called I Am a Witch's Cat by Harriet Mooncaster. I might have suggested this book before, but just in case I haven't, I love this book. One of the reasons is because the illustrations, she does like mini sets instead of just the illustrations. So it's amazing to see the like bathroom is like a cardboard toilet and these things made out of paper that are so delicate and so nuanced, and I'm endlessly fascinated by it. My kiddo and I rented it from the library because we're haunting. We are the poltergeists of the Halloween section specifically at our library. And we got this book and we were just so compelled by it. And we get it as much as we can from the library. I bought it. And then every time my kid sees it at the library, he still has to rent it. It's just like a thing that we get now. We check it out from the library. And I highly suggest it. It's cozy. It's a sweet read. It's very, very fun pictures to look at. It's kind of like the 90s mom aesthetic that is just great. Okay. Also, in the forecast, the Chaos Witch is coming back. You guys love the Chaos Witch. You love when she comes to visit. So if you have any specific, can I talk? Can I talk? That's my question for myself. If you have specific questions for either of us, the Chaos Witch or moi, ask them. Ask them, okay? In the comments. Rate and review the podcast, all that jazz. This is a bit of a shorter episode this week because I don't have the mental capacity otherwise, because I've been a little bit drawn out, but that's okay. I hope you all have a fantastic Halloween. If you don't tell me what you went as for Halloween, are we friends? Are we friends? Please drop into the comments what you went for as Halloween. Thank you. And I hope you are going as an adult as well. Okay? And if you're like, I can't trick or treat anymore, find a party. Dress up. Go to the store in a costume. Every day my kid goes into school, I say the same thing. Stay kind, stay whimsical, find magic in the mundane. Okay? And I think that's what we had to do here on this goddamn podcast today, because I was struggling for my life, but we're on the other side. We're getting somewhere, okay? So you do the same thing. Dress up, dress up. You let me know in the comments what you went as. Reminder, I'm going to Ireland next year in both August and October. You're invited. You're invited, okay? We're going to go on a book lover's guide to Dublin in the August one. We're going on a knit lover's guide to Dublin in the October one. Do you want to spend autumn in Ireland with me, summer England? Yes or no? Because now is the time. Now is the time. Treat yourself. Stop. Let's have a cozy fall. Let's have a cozy fall together. Let's meet. Let's do this. Let's have a whirlwind friendship. Let's hold hands on the cliffs. Stop. Let's do it. Okay? So anyway, I love you all. Stay cozy. Stay bookish. Bye.